Welcome to the Information Elevator. This is Ben Bowlin, co-host of Stuff They Don't Want You to Know, CarStuff and BrainStuff. He is aware of hats, both physically and metaphorically. He studies Mandarin, he owns an accordion, and today his favorite word is Zanzibar. With all of that to recommend him, you can only imagine the tall tales Ben could tell, ones chock full of mystery, intrigue, philosophical gymnastics, and perhaps a few eyebrow-raising plot points. But what about lies? Could our Ben be an expert in the art of deception? Experimental psychologist Richard Wiseman suggests that we can measure Ben's ability to tell a lie by asking him to trace a Q on his forehead. Since the tail of the Q falls to Ben's left, then he is what Wiseman calls a high self-monitor, probably an extrovert, with the ability to anticipate how others see him, including that Q. All of which would enhance his ability to lie like a professional liar, pants on fire. But what other ways might we ferret out whether or not our Ben is telling us the truth? We could look at his eyes and note whether or not they were shifting from side to side or looking up to his left as though trying to reach for an answer. However, Richard Wiseman devised an experiment detailed in the paper The Eyes Don't Have It, Lie Detection and Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and he came to the stark conclusion that eye movements do not indicate truth or lie-telling. If anything, holding a person's gaze longer than normal could be a sign of lying. A more reliable method might be to aim a laser Doppler vibrometer at Ben's carotid artery. Used at border crossings and security checks, it measures blood flow and heart rate for telltale signs of stress. Another choice is to look for something called the Pinocchio effect. That is, using a thermographic camera to detect temperature changes around the nose and eyes. If Ben had, say, sneaked into a break room and eaten, say, someone's last creme brulee, and if someone were to have asked him about it and he had lied, there would be an increase in the temperature around his nose and in the orbital muscle in the inner corner of his eye, with the thermographic camera documenting every little untruth in the form of heat. Turns out you're all clear, Ben.